Welcome to YOLO Texas, and this is our team of traveling Texans. Ride shotgun with us as we visit breathtaking views.
It is incredible what we can find right here in Texas.
Check out heart-racing attractions. And taste mouth-watering foods this great state has to offer.
This is getting hot.
Go right off the bone. That's how you know it's good.
This is delicious.
Why, you ask? Well, to simply put it, you only live once, Texas.
Hey y'all, and welcome to YOLO Texas, your one-stop shop for all the places to see and things to do in the great state of Texas. I'm your host, Stacey, and this week on the show, we are going all in for festival season. We're making our way to two unique cities who bring together community and tradition as only Texans know how, with the party. So join along as we take a trip to our first destination and a show favorite, Conroe, for the annual Conroe Cajun Catfish Festival.
Welcome to the 30th annual Conroe Cajun Catfish Festival. Established in 1990, the festival attracts over 30,000 visitors to Conroe's charming downtown for delicious catfish, fantastic shows, and good old-fashioned Texas fun.
Hey everyone, we're out here at the Cajun Catfish Festival, Conroe's biggest and longest running festival that takes place every second weekend of October over a 3-day span where folks from all over, they come out here for good carnival fun, try some Cajun cuisine, and of course listen to live Texas country music. So I'm excited, let's get this started.
But before we hit the ground running, we met with the festival's president, Stephen Nailway.
Conroe is one of our favorite places to travel, but we've never been out here for this specific festival. And apparently it's one of the biggest, longest running festival here in town. So when was the first festival and who started it up?
November in 1990, the Friends of Conroe created this to give back to the community. Numerous other great people that started this, and you know, the younger crowd's been in here for a good 10 to 15 years, and we just took in the reins and kept it running. We want to keep the heritage going.
Yeah, and Friends of Conroe is a nonprofit.
We're a 501 nonprofit since 1990. We give back to the community in scholarships, other volunteer organizations we help fund. You know, all of our proceeds go back. Everything else goes back to the community.
Okay, so any minute now, or in the next 30 minutes, people are going to start coming in. The gates are opening.
Yes.
What can we do when we step on the ground?
As soon as you come in the gate, you can go to the food court and get you some good food. Music's about to get kicked off. We have 3 stages. We featured Hunter Hayes on that stage back early when he was about 5 years old. He ran here until he was 16.
Really?
Yes, he played every year. He was in a little squeeze box up on the stage with his dad singing.
How cool. Great memories made here
Yes.
at the Conroe
Cajun Catfish Festival.
There you go.
Long
Say
name,
that.
long name.
Awesome. Okay, so we were talking about all the activities that you can do. What do you think brings back the folks coming year after year? What makes it so successful?
Family friendly. We just like to keep everybody safe, and we try to keep the cost down as much as we can.
Awesome. And have a good time while
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
at it.
Have a good time. Everybody's happy. At the end of the day, that's all we care for.
I'm excited to see Kevin
ma'am.
Fowler and Pat Green tonight.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having us out
Yes,
here.
ma'am.
I'll see you on the dance floor.
You got it.
All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
The festival is Conroe's Cajun Fine Art Village. We're basically just like an outdoor museum, and going on right behind me is a live demonstration of wood carving done by none other than stump carver Tim. So we have the stump carver himself, Tim. You're out here, you're creating these beautiful art pieces. Tell us, what's the inspiration to all this?
Well, I just I enjoy art, you know, for one thing, and chainsaw carving is a fast form of art. You know, I can get a piece done, or I can mess it up really quick. So I never run out of firewood.
Yeah, that's neat. Does it matter what specific wood you use or types of trees you use?
Not necessarily. I like to carve catalpa, but it's kind of you know, hit or miss. You know, but if someone has a stump in their yard, you know, I'll go carve whatever they have. You know, most woods are carvable. You know, anything's carvable. Just depends on how long it'll last. You know.
Well, I have this old tree in my backyard. I'm willing to give you all that woodwork so you
There
can
you
use
go.
it.
Yeah, we'll be over to practice. All right.
Conroe's Artist Village also features local painters and craftsmen who bring in their exhibits, galleries, and works of art straight to you. But this isn't your small town fair. The Cajun Catfish Festival spans across 18 blocks with local vendors around every corner. There's no shortage of shopping and art right here in Conroe.
I think I like it and I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna go home with it.
And a festival wouldn't be complete without a carnival. On the opposite side of the street, you can find a ton of entertainment to satisfy the little ones, the middle ones, and even the big kids too.
So who is this guy?
This is Charlie.
Charlie.
He likes to get it to the highest vantage point.
Okay.
So if he's just not super satisfied with your shoulder, he might go to the top of your head, but either way I can totally grab him real easy.
Charlie?
He's content.
Charlie's just chilling over here, hanging out at the Conroe Cajun
You
Festival.
can still totally pet him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's content, happy. He'll just sit there and cuddle with you. He's super
Hi, cutie Charlie.
He kisses, super cute.
He gives me a kiss. Everyone meet Albert. He's going to sleep in my hands. I'm the new babysitter in town.
The festival is great fun for all ages, and this show isn't called YOLO Texas without trying out a few thrilling rides.
Come on! See you on the flip side. How fast does this thing go? Oh, okay. Got me. Woo!
Stay right where you are. More from Conroe's annual festival coming up on YOLO Texas.
Ready for it.
For everything you need as you travel through our great state and beyond, check out our friends at TexasHumor.com. You can get everything from t-shirts to hats and even books about this wonderful place we call home. For even more Texas love, check them out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. TexasHumor.com, the most Texan place online.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to YOLO Texas, where we are in Conroe for the annual Cajun Catfish Festival, and those parties are already getting started, so let's make our way around.
The annual festival is a 3-day event bringing the community together for a good cause. Friends of Conroe puts on the big show with all the proceeds going back to local organizations.
All right, so here at the festival, you can find a Cajun twist to just about any of your favorite Texan dishes. They have Cajun nachos, crawfish pie. Oh my goodness, okay, but you know, what we came here for was the catfish, so who's hungry?
Catfish recipe originally comes from Louisiana. She pre-seasons, so that way when we get here we can batter and rock and roll. Most popular is definitely, I didn't tell y'all, seafood gumbo and crawfish pie.
All right, we got it. We got Mama's homemade recipe right here. Let's give it a try. Dip it. Whoa. That Cajun seasoning got a little spice to it, a little kick. But Mama's homemade fried catfish, yes, it is fantastic. That is what I'm talking about, Conroe. That is good.
Yes, the batter is homemade. Just my recipe. People say it tastes more like chicken and it's good, so they just eat it straight up. That's why they keep coming back.
I'm gonna try it. First time eating gator. Okay, here we go. It tastes like a chicken tender. But better. I'm going in for another bite. Holy, that's hitting the spot.
But the Cajun cuisine isn't the only thing to sink your teeth into. There's plenty of food to go around.
Don't tell anyone, I prefer the gator over chicken.
The Conroe Cajun Catfish Festival is also a hot ticket for music. 4 separate stages play host to a number of artists, from local acts to Texas country music, even Zydeco. And we were lucky enough to sit down with Jody Booth.
All right, we got the one and only Jody Booth right here next to me.
Where?
You are the main man. How's it going? Are you ready for tonight?
Absolutely. I'm excited. I think we were here 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Something like that. And we've been itching to get back ever since. And I love Conroe. I look out and I see more friends than fans, really.
Nice. Okay, so for folks trying to get to know who you are, you're from Livingston, Texas, country boy, Texas boy out here. How would you describe your sound of music and who you guys are kind of similar to?
Well, I mean, that's really easy. I met my hero, and I had a marker. I said, Mr. Haggard, I write songs and I sing them for a living, and you're 99% of the reason I do it the way I do it. So if you don't mind, could you autograph my freshly shaven forearm? So he did, and
nice.
And that's the only tattoo I have.
The mighty Merle Haggard.
The mighty Merle Haggard. He was having. I told him he could sign it the Hag, his nickname. And he had already started writing the M, but when he got there, he was having trouble writing on my skin, so he just quit. Only one person's ever asked me, he said, you have another man's name tattooed on your arm? I said, no, I have Merle Haggard's name.
Yeah, amen. But I also see a Sharpie over there, and I'm going to do some improv. All right, because you're going to get famous. You're well known. Here we go. Can you sign your name? Give me a nickname, too.
You want me to sign it Merle Haggard?
No!
Oh.
Let's go the Jody Booth.
How about a nickname?
Okay.
That's what Philip Griffin calls me.
Love it. That is so awesome. We did it. We did it.
Soap should take that off pretty easily.
It's gonna go viral for sure.
From the art village to the artists and the carnival and everything in between, if there's one thing we love about Conroe, it's their ability to entertain. Who knew giving back could be so fun?
All right, y'all, so we feasted on some catfish, got dizzy a time or two after those carnival rides, and we got to speak with Jody Booth after his big performance. We had an absolute great day here at the Conroe Cajun Catfish Festival. So, if you don't mind me, I'm gonna go enjoy the concert. We'll see y'all later.
Bring out your family for next year's event by visiting the link below for detailed information. Now it's your turn to get out and explore, so here's a list of events coming up. Attend the Grilled Cheese Festival November 9th in Houston, or make your way to Burleson for their annual wine and beer crawl. It's going on November 9th, and don't forget to tell them YOLO Texas sent ya.
We are just getting started on YOLO Texas. Next, we take a trip to Winnsboro for the season's annual trail rides. Stay with us. Hey y'all, and welcome back to the show. Just 70 miles northeast of Dallas is a small town that's making a big impact on the art community. Winnsboro is a charming location that was designated as a cultural arts district and one of the smallest towns in the state to receive such an honor. So follow Ariel as she travels through the biggest small art district during Winnsboro's annual trail ride weekend.
The days are getting shorter and shorter, and the nights are getting cooler and cooler, and that brings us here to Winnsboro, Texas for Autumn Trails, a weekend filled with country music, art exhibits, and as you can see behind me, cowboy living. So let's go explore it.
Located in Northeast Texas, Winnsboro is a blossoming cultural arts center that is growing by the day. To talk to us through the artistic culture in this small town, we spoke with Main Street Program Manager Brenda Buck.
You know, there's quite a few things that go on, especially with the Arts Center. That's one of the heart of who we are for our arts. So they have something almost every single weekend throughout the year, and art exhibits rotate in and out frequently. We have over 275 artists within the area that connect some way to our cultural arts district. So we have a very uniqueness about us, and we really kind of like to think it's a very eclectic type of community.
Over the last 60 years, it's no surprise that Winnsboro is heavily influenced by Western lifestyle. Who better to talk to us about cowboy living than Autumn Trails Association President, Tex?
Well, Autumn Trails was started in 1958. A group of riders got together, met out at Cater Hill, and they just got all their horses and wagons and went on a trail ride. And it grew into this Autumn Trails, a time in the fall, weather's cooling down, leaves are turning, beautiful country roads to ride horses on.
While residents prepped their horses for the Autumn Trails Parade, we went and got a good spot on Main Street.
All right, y'all, we are about to witness the Trail Ride Welcome Parade, and it's gonna happen just right there in a few minutes.
The Trail Ride weekend kicks off with residents, visitors, and campers parading their horses, mules, and wagons through several blocks of downtown Winnsboro.
Look at that little horse.
As well as the visual arts, the town of just over 3,500 has embraced the musical arts as well. Winnsboro has attracted the attention of numerous Texas country music artists.
I like the old Texas thing here, you know, the historical part of it. It makes you feel like you're going back into the Old West. This is my third time to play here, and it's also a very artistic community, a very creative bunch of people, but they keep the Texas traditions. There's no question that it's Texas when you walk up and down these streets.
To close out our first night in Winnsboro, we decided to take a seat and watch the intimate set by country music pioneer Michael Martin Murphey.
Stay right where you are. More from the Winnsboro Autumn Trail Rides when YOLO Texas returns. Hey y'all, welcome back to the show where Ariel is just kicking off her day in Winnsboro for the annual gathering known as the Autumn Trail Rides.
Good morning from Winnsboro, Texas. We are here for one of the many weekends dedicated to the town's annual event, Autumn Trail Rides. So let's continue our journey and experience this time-honored event.
Every year during one weekend in the month of October, trail riders from near and far gather to celebrate the city of Winnsboro's heritage with none other than a morning trail ride. You'll find expert cowboys and cowgirls along with those iconic covered wagons, and this is just the first event of the day. There's so much more to see and explore. As you can probably tell, Winnsboro embodies the cowboy lifestyle, so much so that we stopped in to experience the proclaimed art of cowboy poetry. The day is just getting started. After an exceptional performance of cowboy poetry, it was time to stop in and visit the Winnsboro Farmers Market.
Stacy, thank you for having us out here. Can you tell us a little bit about the farmers market here in Winnsboro?
Absolutely. It's something that's very unique, I think, to Winnsboro, is that you have this agricultural community that's thriving, but you also have a very artistic community that's thriving, and you wouldn't think of those two worlds colliding. I love an old author who I say is like an agricultural poet. He said, something about putting the culture back in agriculture. And I think that's what we're doing here is we're embracing young and new ideas, young and new farmers with fresh ideas, but we're tying it also into the arts community that's already here.
We grow produce. Right now we're working on mushrooms. These are blue oyster mushrooms.
I make goat milk soaps and also body butters, sugar scrub cubes, pretty much all the natural bath and beauty products that you need.
All right, y'all know I cannot get enough shopping, so we're gonna move indoors to some of the indoor shops and see what they have to offer. Isn't it cute? And so are a lot of these artists from here in Winnsboro?
A lot of them are. Carlos Owens right here is a local combat veteran.
Wow.
And he's a scuba diver and he takes this awesome undersea photography.
And there's a lot of talented Texans
There
out there.
are.
Well, Donnie, thank you so much for having us here and showing us around. And
Sure.
All right, y'all, who knew there was so much amazing talent right here in Winnsboro, Texas? I'm actually standing by some of my favorite art pieces here in the gallery. But wait a second, do y'all hear that? I think there's a party going on outside.
Celebrate the colorful history of Winnsboro, and for more information on the places we visited today, visit the link below, and don't forget to tell them YOLO Texas sent you. All right, y'all, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you to all the places that had us on the show. And if you happen to miss a previous episode, no worries. Just visit our website at YOLOTX.com for past adventures. And hey, while you're at it, give us a follow on our social media pages as well. Until next week, remember, it is a big world, so get out and explore it. You know what they say, you only live once, Texas. We'll see y'all out there.